Yeah. Raising the Tobagos, we growing like fresh tomatoes. Them boys on fire, tu fuego, we pass it round hot potato. Everything is nuevo, I'm with my sweetie like Quavo. Need my cheese, need that queso, need my bread, need that bankroll. Wake up, yes Lord, I'm thankful, another day on my schedule. Steady blocking the devil, I tell a hater, God bless you. Cherish moments that special, you gotta keep the memento. If you love me, then I love you, and I could never forget you.
Some memories don't fade, sometimes you miss the old days, but nothing change less you change. What's around you, how you think, how you live, how you speak, how you walk, how you blink, how you talk, how you teach, how you reach, let it sink.
What's your purpose, what's your passion?
Did it pain, what's your plan?
Is it plane,
on a plane, hydroplane, I'm just playing. What's your purpose, what's your passion?
did it pain?
What's your plan? Is it plane, on a plane, hydroplane, I'm just playing.
A beat by Joby, feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, cause I'm a star and they can't hold me like I'm Kobe in the fourth. Yeah, nothing is ever forced, we headed straight to the source. No middleman, little man, let me show you if you was lost. It's a couple college courses, but I ain't finished that shit. Been chasing dreams since 17, so yeah, I've been on my shit. Yeah, we loaded up the vault and had to empty the clip. Remember days we wasn't paid and had to roll up the clips. Now the herbs be extra strong and they come in a zip. People say we taking long, but we ain't rushing with shit. Put the plans in God's hands and he gon' bless us with riches. I ain't tripping over shit because I'm watching my step. Putting money on the phone, could dab and call and collect. All on respect, I can't lie, I'm just here for a check. Just to build my family out and to buy a family house. A lot of people only talking, put your money where your mouth is.
Some memories don't fade, sometimes you miss the old days, but nothing changed less you change. What's around you, how you think, how you live, how you speak, how you walk, how you blink, how you talk, how you teach, how you reach, let it sink.
What's your purpose, what's your passion?
Did it pain, what's your plan?
Is it plane,
on a plane, hydroplane, I'm just playing. What's your purpose, what's your passion?
did it pain?
What's your plan? Is it plane, on a plane, hydroplane, I'm just playing.
Yeah. Raising the Tobagos, we growing like fresh tomatoes. Them boys on fire, tu fuego, we pass it round hot potato. Everything is nuevo, I'm with my sweetie like Quavo. Need my cheese, need that queso, need my bread, need that bankroll. Wake up, yes Lord, I'm thankful, another day on my schedule. Steady blocking the devil, I tell a hater, God bless you. Cherish moments that special, you gotta keep the memento. If you love me, then I love you, and I could never forget you.
Some memories don't fade, sometimes you miss the old days, but nothing change less you change. What's around you, how you think, how you live, how you speak, how you walk, how you blink, how you talk, how you teach, how you reach, let it sink.
What's your purpose, what's your passion?
Did it pain, what's your plan?
Is it plane,
on a plane, hydroplane, I'm just playing. What's your purpose, what's your passion?
did it pain?
What's your plan? Is it plane, on a plane, hydroplane, I'm just playing.
A beat by Joby, feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, cause I'm a star and they can't hold me like I'm Kobe in the fourth. Yeah, nothing is ever forced, we headed straight to the source. No middleman, little man, let me show you if you was lost. It's a couple college courses, but I ain't finished that shit. Been chasing dreams since 17, so yeah, I've been on my shit. Yeah, we loaded up the vault and had to empty the clip. Remember days we wasn't paid and had to roll up the clips. Now the herbs be extra strong and they come in a zip. People say we taking long, but we ain't rushing with shit. Put the plans in God's hands and he gon' bless us with riches. I ain't tripping over shit because I'm watching my step. Putting money on the phone, could dab and call and collect. All on respect, I can't lie, I'm just here for a check. Just to build my family out and to buy a family house. A lot of people only talking, put your money where your mouth is.
Some memories don't fade, sometimes you miss the old days, but nothing changed less you change. What's around you, how you think, how you live, how you speak, how you walk, how you blink, how you talk, how you teach, how you reach, let it sink.
What's your purpose, what's your passion?
Did it pain, what's your plan?
Is it plane,
on a plane, hydroplane, I'm just playing. What's your purpose? What's your passion?
Did it pay?
What's your plan? Is it playing? On the plane? How'd you play? I'm just playing.
Yo. Raising the Tobagos, we growing like fresh tomatoes. Them boys on fire, too fuego. We pass it round hot potato. Everything is nuevo. I'm with my sweetie like Quavo. Need my cheese, need that queso. Need my bread, need that bankroll. Wake up, yes Lord, I'm thankful. Another day on my schedule. Steady blocking the devil. I tell a hater, God bless you. Cherish moments that special. You gotta keep the memento. If you love me, then I love you, and I could never forget you.
Some memories don't fade. Sometimes you miss the old days, but nothing changed less you change. What's around you, how you think, how you live, how you speak, how you walk, how you blink, how you talk, how you teach, how you reach, let it sink.
What's your purpose? What's your passion?
Did it pay? What's your plan?
Is it play?
On a plane? How'd you play? I'm just playing. What's your purpose? What's your passion?
Did it pay?
What's your plan? Is it playing? On the plane? How'd you play? I'm just playing.
A beat by Joby, feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, cause I'm a star and they can't hold me like I'm Kobe in the fourth. Yeah, nothing is ever forced. We headed straight to the source. No middleman, little man. Let me show you if you was lost. Took couple college courses, but I ain't finished that shit. Been chasing dreams since 17, so yeah, I've been on my shit. Yeah, we loaded up the vault and had to empty the clip. Remember days we wasn't paid and had to roll up the clips. Now the herbs be extra strong and they come in a zip. People say we taking long, but we ain't rushing with shit. Put the plans in God's hands and he gon' bless us with riches. I ain't tripping over shit because I'm watching my step. Putting money on the phone, could dab and call and collect. All in respect, I can't lie, I'm just here for a check. Just to build my family out and to buy a family house. A lot of people only talking, put your money where your mouth is.
Some memories don't fade. Sometimes you miss the old days, but nothing changed less you change. What's around you, how you think, how you live, how you speak, how you walk, how you blink, how you talk, how you teach, how you reach, let it sink.
What's your purpose? What's your passion?
Did it pay? What's your plan?
Is it play?
On a plane? How'd you play? I'm just playing. What's your purpose? What's your passion?
Did it pay?
What's your plan? Is it playing? On the plane? How'd you play? I'm just playing.
Me, then I love you, and I could never forget you.
Some memories don't fade. Sometimes you miss the old days, but nothing changed less you change. What's around you, how you think, how you live, how you speak, how you walk, how you blink, how you talk, how you teach, how you reach, let it sink.
What's your purpose? What's your passion?
Did it pay? What's your plan?
Is it play?
On a plane? How'd you play? I'm just playing. What's your purpose? What's your passion?
Did it pay?
What's your plan? Is it playing? On the plane?
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? I think you might. Oh,
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I had you muted. My bad.
It's okay. I can't share it. I can't share it to my screen, to my thing.
Oh, for real? What, to your like YouTube and stuff like that, or Instagram?
Yeah, it won't let me share it. I've been trying to figure out how to do that. I had came on early to try to figure out how to do it.
Yeah. Just I would just take the link from my page and then just usually what I do is create a what's it called? A story, and then they have the part where you can put the link and then people just click on it from the story.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. I did that on TikTok too, but TikTok don't let you actually post clickable links, so I just post a link and they just gonna have to figure it out. Everybody knows our YouTube's by 9, stuff like that.
Right.
So they can easily get to it if they want to. And then plus, people gonna be coming here after the live anyway. That's what most people
right. I just was
do
trying to
live.
share it on my page so that way And then I couldn't share the link when you had it in Instagram either.
Oh, for real?
So, yeah, so I thought I must have been doing something wrong. I was like, why is not coming through?
Good Lord. It's all good.
Are we on?
Yeah, we are on. We are live.
Hello.
What's up? What's up?
You got a couple people in the chat.
Yeah. Appreciate it, King Yeti. I know you can't stay, but you can always watch it after the live because it'll be on YouTube and everything. And I'll try to get you the live too, Claudia, so we can so you can post it on your page too. I'll download it and everything and shoot it out to you.
Okay.
So what's good? What's good?
Nothing much. Nothing on a Sunday. Trying to get my mind right for work.
Yeah. I got work tomorrow and everything, and I'm like, what better way to get the week started than to talk fragrances? At least that'll put me in a good mood for the week because I know I'm about to be busy. Because my last week, oh man, it was probably one of the longest weeks I've ever had at work.
Oh,
yeah. So I ain't gonna go into details, but it was just a lot of prayers.
I bet it was. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can do things. I wanted to get it up. Let's see.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to share. No, we can get started.
Of course. What's your I like to start off. What's your scent of the day?
Actually, I have been relaxing all day, so my scent of the day was another 13.
Okay, cool.
So I didn't even go spectacular. Like I kept it very, very simple.
Man, we twins because I did the same thing. Like I really didn't really go heavily into a scent. I just picked out all the scents that I'm gonna do for this video. But I said one of them scents I'm gonna throw on later on, probably during the live. Like if I say, man, let me put this on skin, because the test ain't doing it justice.
That always happens. Like you gotta, because sometimes these fragrances just don't do it on a card.
Oh yeah. I had a fragrance. I can't even remember what fragrance it was. I sprayed it on the test strip and I hated it. And then I sprayed it on skin. Still hated it, but that dry down was amazing.
Always. Which one was that?
Oh man, I can't even remember. I just remember doing it. I know recently I took a fragrance back. My boy, I don't know if you know him, fragrance fan. Yeah, he had bought Eternal, I think it's called Eternal Heritage by Milestone, and he loves that fragrance. So I said, let me go try it out. It's a little cheapy. It's a clone of something because that's all Milestone makes is clones.
Right.
But don't know what clone of it is, but I immediately walked back in the store and said, "Yo, accept returns or exchanges because this smells terrible." Like I blind bought it.
Just not working, huh?
Oh no, not for me. But everybody's nose is different, so it's like,
oh yeah, I say this.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate everybody's nose because there's fragrances that I keep in my collection only because my wife loves it. Like for example, gray flannel. Like I can't stand gray flannel, but every time I wear it, my wife is like, "Oh my god!"
Well, I mean, you got to keep them because, on that note, like my husband is not really into heavy fragrances, right? So, like your oud for greatness.
Oh man, I could have bought that one.
All the bangers, right?
Yeah.
God, there's so many I can think of.
I mean,
but
like
it's not his thing. Since it's not his thing, I don't wear them around him.
Right.
I haven't got rid of them. I just don't wear them around him.
That's funny because my wife is kind of like that too. She doesn't really like the heavy fragrances, but she likes the fragrances that she can smell that just doesn't give her a headache. Because if it's too strong, of course, it's gonna give you a headache. Like I bought Oud Satin by Fragrance World, and wow, when I tell you that is so strong, that's probably my strongest fragrance I have in my collection because like I can't even scrub it off when I wear it, so I only wear it like certain times. Like it smells so good, but like I went out on date night and it was like people around me kept looking and sniffing like, what is that smell? I knew it was me because it is entirely too strong, and I'm like, to make a fragrance
was anybody saying anything like oh, like it's bad or
no, I could just see the looks. But I mean, you can't say Oud Satin smells bad. Like that's That's a good
Well, you know
fragrance.
what? You can't say that it smells bad. However, we are frag heads, right? So we love
That's true.
fragrances. So
Exactly.
things that we may love might not be the one. Like I think somebody in the chat said they bought Uber Pora. Oh my God. That is
Oh, you
a
know
male
what?
scent to me.
That is actually one of my most bought scent DNAs. That
Hold
I'm
on,
going.
hold on one
Yeah,
second.
that's a spoiler alert. So come on now, girl. You read my mind. That's my homie. That's the homie. I'm let me post what oh yeah, Beauty of Scent. This Claudia Nyree. This a OG in the game. Come on now. Like she got way more followers than I do, but I'm
He
getting
said,
there.
"Who is this lady?"
I'm getting there.
Yes.
Like you don't know Claudia, man. Come on now.
Well,
Listen,
and
I had to put
the
her as
funny
the
thing
first
about it, a lot
lady.
of people probably haven't come across me. But
Yeah,
once I hit your page, once I come through your
yeah.
feed or something like that, and they kind of
Mhm.
go to my page, then yeah.
Same here. Yeah, same here. And you got what about 10,000 something. I'm steadily approaching that 500, but I'm getting there because
You get there. You get there.
I got
Like
fam.
I said, I wanted to post, and it took
Yeah.
me 2 years to get there. So it's not
Okay.
an
Okay.
overnight success.
Oh
And
no, not at all.
it kind of happened. A video I put out, and actually I did a comparisons between two Middle Eastern fragrances,
Yeah.
and they were both duping Atomic Rose, right?
Ooh, I
And
think I
people
already
happen to
know.
like it.
Gotta be Latafa, one of them, huh?
Right. But both of them was Lattafa. I did
Well, both of them
Affinity
was yeah.
Rose
Infinity
and
Rose. Yep.
Amethyst.
Yep.
And that is my best video.
I almost bought Infinity Rose yesterday. I got a Middle Eastern fragrance shop and they had just got it in. They got that, Food for Glory, and what's the white one in the same bottle?
Honor.
Yeah, Honor and Glory. They had all three. And I almost bought
And
Infinity
I have them
Rose.
too. I have Salon I have all of them. Well, I guess y'all can see that, huh?
Yeah, I'm a Lattafa head. Like, and he said they're actually about to start specializing in Lattafa. Like that's gonna be their main fragrance house. I said I'm so excited because they about to get buku Lattafas.
Yeah,
like, They so I was like, yes, and I'm working with them too. So shout outs to my guys over there at Royal Perfume House because that's my homies. Like we working
okay.
together.
Well, I'm gonna have to look into them.
Yeah. You can customize your own fragrance. So I got my own custom fragrance, which is kind of like it's kind of like 1 million lucky with a little bit of like oud and some musk and stuff like that. And so I haven't named it anything because I'm just describing it when people ask. But yeah, you can customize your own fragrance. Let me see if my girl's still in here because she customized her own fragrance over there too.
Okay.
She could post whatever because she named hers. And hey Cordelia, what fragrance you had? What's the name of your fragrance that you created over there? If you're still up in here. But while she's doing that, yeah, Urban Pure almost took me out. It's so strong and don't even want my husband to. Yeah, like I kid you not. And I'm gonna do a spoiler alert. This right here is so strong. It got me the most compliments I've ever had in the shortest amount of time. That
and see, I feel the best, and I can't do Uber. I can't do that one either. But the best one to me for that is Jordan exclusive.
Yeah.
That's the closest one because it wasn't as, and I don't know if she's into Mancera. So what I did is I took the idea of what I bought the most of. I'm a Mancera head, so I have a ton of Manceras. I buy the most I buy. I did it based on the brand, but I do the most I buy is in Mancera.
Okay, yeah. That's kind of how I did it too. That's kind of how I did it too, based on the brand, and then I based it on the scent DNA.
Oh, she said she have that one too. She said,
hey, there we go.
You know what? It's the citrus note. That orangey note. That's probably it's not for you.
Yeah.
It's probably.
I love this one. This is probably the first fragrance that my wife ever bought me. I think we were still dating, and she bought it for my birthday. We went to the mall. and they have a booth that sells all kind of fragrances. They sell a few Middle Eastern, a couple of Armavs, a couple of Al Haramains, and she was like, just pick out a fragrance. I said, it doesn't matter which one it is. So I was like, man, I'm about to run up the bank here. So, but then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I just got a little Al Haramain. It was a little overpriced. I think she paid like 90 for this, and this definitely is not. It doesn't cost 90 everywhere else, but
yeah, because you can go to Drama Shop, and I think is who I partnered with, and you can get a lot of those for like $30-$40.
Right.
It's the thought that count. It's a thought that count. The first fragrance my husband bought me was Flower Bomb, and he actually bought it for my wedding.
Yeah.
And I wore it at the wedding.
Yeah.
And then I gave it away.
Oh wow.
Because I was like, babe, I can't.
My wedding scent,
I cannot not a floral girl.
Yeah. But florals, that's a good wedding scent, you know.
It was, and I smelled amazing. I got multiple compliments, but for me, it was headache inducing. But the idea of it, and I saved a decant of it.
Yeah,
and I mean, I've been married 10 years, so I did not immediately give it away. I kind of held on to it for a while, and he was like, "Well, baby, you don't pick that one up, you know." And I was like, "Well, you know, I got so many fragrances." He was like, "No, like, you know,
you probably got something that smells similar that's not headache,
right.
You know, because that's how I am. If I get rid of a fragrance that I like, I got something that smells like it, so it doesn't really hurt. But my wedding scent was Kismet for Men by Maison Alhambra.
Oh,
yeah, that was mine. That tuxedo clone.
This one here?
No, the one that's a clone of Tuxedo. Kismet.
Oh.
Matter of fact, let me go. I'm gonna go get it right quick.
I have Oh, yeah. She said she didn't name hers either.
Girl, I saw the video. I can't even think of what she called it, but I forgot. But let me go get that Kismet.
Okay. How y'all doing? Hello. If you have never met me, my name is Claudia Nyree. How y'all doing? It is so nice. I was excited when he invited me to come on with him. So what are y'all wearing? What is your scent of the day while we wait for him to come back? What did y'all end up wearing on this Sunday? Oh, okay. Well, when he come back, he'll see that.
Yes, ma'am. I just threw.
Oh, you wearing Delene?
Oh, one of your kids.
It's nice. It's nice.
Okay. I thought that was what you was naming. Okay, but cool. All right. But yeah, this is it right here, Kismet.
See, that would get confusing because that's the same name for.
Oh, they got a bunch of. They got a bunch of names
for the dupe of
Angel Hair. Yeah. Yep, because they got another Kismet that's
This is Kismet Angel. So I guess that one. Let me see. Do it again. That one is Kismet for me. Okay.
And then there's one that's got clear juice. I'm not sure what that's duping, but Tuxedo is one of my favorite scent DNAs. I just oh my god, I love Tuxedo. So and then all my groomsmen was trying to sneak a couple of sprays, and I said, man, y'all ain't smelling like me. Like I got other fragrances.
I think I did this one for my husband. So I'm reaching.
Oh yes, I have to back. Yep, I have to back. I love to back. That's a good one I wear in the cooler weather when I'm going day night. Yep. I love to back.
You got me reaching all back, but I have mine organized so I can find them quickly.
Okay, yeah. I tried to organize mine because I got those. I had those same shelves. But funny story is like it was like 4:00 in the morning and me and my wife were asleep and the shelf is in the master bedroom and all of a sudden it's right by the window. So like it was too heavy. Like all my fragrances were too heavy. It came crashing down. We thought somebody was trying to break in the house. We was like calling the cops and we was like, wait a minute. Then we noticed, just too many. And luckily, out of all my fragrances, only 2 of them broke. I was so happy. I looked up because that was hundreds and hundreds of fragrances.
Yeah, I moved from my house to we were renting a house to this house. And oh my God, I still cry over that. I lost some fragrances that I had for a while. And I don't know if it was in And I probably should have just packed them. I packed them. I probably should have taken them myself. But we were kind of trying to hurry up and get out. So I left to come here because I wanted to meet the movers here. So my husband stayed there. And some of the boxes, I did not say what was in the box, right? So he was like, oh, yeah, y'all could take it. The boxes they took, I lost at least 5 to 6 bottles in each one.
Oh, man.
So I don't know if they just threw it and I call myself double wrapping it or whatever. But I mean, you know, some of them I have replaced. A few of them you can't even get anymore.
I've been there.
So
I've been there. Like when I went on my honeymoon, we went to Puerto Rico, San Juan, Puerto Rico. I packed a bunch of like warm weather fragrances because even though we got married in December, it's warm all year round in Puerto Rico. So I just packed a bunch of warm weather, and I had Chrome Azzaro Chrome limited edition from 2015. I cannot find that fragrance anywhere, and I got a steal. I paid like $5 for that fragrance because the people at TJ, I think it was Marshall's. I might have paid 10. People at Marshall's did not know about the fragrance. It didn't have a price on it, and so I brought that fragrance, and the people in whoever was, you know, when you check in your bag, TSA or whoever, they destroyed my bag. My luggage was broke. I opened it. I can smell fragrances.
Like everything everywhere.
Stained my shirts. And one of them was that Chrome Limited Edition. And I cannot find it. Haven't found it since. And I love that fragrance. And they I ended up fussing. They ended up giving me a couple of dollars, you know, for the damages and things like that. But it's like when they destroy stuff, they try to fight you like it's not their fault. But I'm like, I didn't destroy it. Why would I destroy my bag and my fragrances? You know, but it's all good.
Okay, so what like I said, I took the idea of today as the brand that I buy the most from. So how do you want to start?
Yeah, I'm gonna let ladies go first. Let's go first.
Well, all of mine are gonna be Mancera because I am a Mancera fanatic, right? So all of mine are Manceras.
Okay.
So I'll start off with, I'll just grab one and just start talking about it, right?
Yeah.
This one here is Tonka Cola.
Ooh, yes.
I had to have this one. Oh, I had to have this one. I wanted a true Coca-Cola note, kind of because I like gourmand, right?
Oh, me too.
I wanted a true Coca-Cola note, but not like a Coke that you would drink, right? But just the essence of it. And this was just, I like this one. And I had to hunt. I ended up not even being able to get it until I went to North Carolina.
Okay.
And there was a shop in North Carolina that had it, but everyone here in Texas was sold out. I was like,
okay, yeah, I know Bowtie Fragrance Guy talks about that one a lot.
Oh, that it is so good. It's like a cherry Coke. Let me see if I can find the notes right quick. But it's like a cherry Coke.
Is it better than Code Profumo with that Coca-Cola vibe?
Yeah.
Okay.
The closest I have gotten to the vibe of this is vinyl. Have you ever smelled vinyl?
I haven't.
Okay. Let's see, hold on. Because let me see if I can find it. The Coca-Cola note in it it's Coke, but see, it's not syrupy, right?
Yeah. I hate to smell.
Hopefully I won't make you broke. I won't pick too many things.
Hey, you a fragrance reviewer too, so you got to spend the money. You know, I mean, yeah, we get fragrances sent to us, but we got to spend the money as well because not everybody's going to give to us. You know, but shout out
like this one here
who's giving me fragrances.
Say it again.
I said, shout out to everybody who's giving me fragrances. I appreciate y'all.
Okay. I thank them too myself. This one has cinnamon, cherry, Sicilian lemon, nutmeg, Coca-Cola, patchouli, orange blossom, tonka bean, vanilla, benzoin, and latterman, right? So the tonka bean and the vanilla, should I say, and benzoin, like it makes it creamy.
Yeah.
So absolutely. Almost like think of and I may be aging myself, but think of a Coca-Cola float.
Oh yeah, of course. I still drink those.
Right. Yeah. So that's this fragrance. And I know a lot of people are not really into smelling like food, but I am. Like I like to smell edible. So,
love it. Oh yes,
so I'm
indeed.
gonna start off with Tonka Cola. And even if you can't get the bottle, like I had a hard time getting the bottle, Scent Split has it, and you can probably get a sample of it.
Yeah, yeah. And shout out to all of us married folks. Of course, we're gonna want to smell edible.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
husbands and wives, they love a good gourmand scent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so okay. So how you want to do? Want to go back and forth, or you want to just keep going?
We can go back and forth. We can go back.
Okay. Okay. Well, my first one is going to be typical because if when you know about this DNA, you just you can't help but love it, and that's the scent DNA of course none other than Creed Aventus. Of course.
Right.
So I have a bunch of clones of Creed Aventus. I had a decant of the original that Creed themselves had sent me, and I did a review comparing it to some other ones. But I'm gonna go through the clones I have, and then say which one is my favorite. I'm gonna start off because this is quickly becoming one of my favorite houses, and they just make nothing but dupes. But the House of Czar, and they have Oud Vibrant Leather, and this one here doesn't have oud in it. It's they say it has oud in it. I want to hit them up and debate that because it's got like oud leather. It has some I forget what's all in notes, but it's like a smoky batch of Aventus. So if you ever smelt a smoky batch of Aventus, that's what this is. It has some good
like Aventus with maybe a little by the fireplace note.
Yeah. It's kind of like that smoky batch of Aventus.
Okay.
And that's what made me buy it because that's my absolute favorite version of Aventus. I love this. I'm actually about to get a bigger bottle. I want the 3.4 ounce. I just bought this when I was on my honeymoon, and that's all they had at the time at Zara. But I sprayed it, and I thought that it was not projecting as good. Then all of a sudden, the wind blew when we was downtown, and I was like, "Whoa, this actually is kicking!"
Right.
So I love this one. And then, of course, you know, one of the most popular clones, obviously, Club de Nuit Intense.
Yeah.
If you got any clone, it's either this one or it's Afnon. Not only Intense. If you got any clones of Creed Aventus, you're gonna have one of the two. And I need a backup bottle. I'm about to actually get the limited edition. I think it's the limited edition Parfum because they say that's the best one. This is just a regular EDT, but I mean, you can't go wrong with Club de Nuit. Any of the Club de Nuit Intense bands, you cannot go wrong. And I smelt the limited edition. Matter of fact, at the same booth that I was telling you about, I'm in love with it. And I said, yeah, that's gonna be the next Creed Aventus clone that I get. And I have all different versions. Like I even have this one, which is Caribbean Joe. What is it called? Turquoise Waters. And it's like a tropical version of Creed Aventus.
So do any of them pull a lot of the pineapple note that makes Creed Aventus so good?
I would say, of course, Club de Nuit Intense, man, you know, it's strong kind of on that lemony pineapple note. They say it smells like, you know, pine sol or something like that, or some type of cleaner. Yeah. I don't get that when I smell Club de Nuit Intense, man. I just smell Creed Aventus, and I smell a very good job of it. Because, you know, this one is so strong. You got to die down on the sprays and things like that. But probably my most one that utilizes that pineapple note. I would probably say this one because this one is more of a tropical version of it. It's almost as if you take Creed Aventus and get something like a side Zanzibar with kind of like that coconut note and things like that, and kind of put that in Creed Aventus. And then this is more of like a beachy vibe of Creed Aventus. You know, so I definitely appreciate it. Shout outs to my boy Common Sense Reviews because he's the first one to talk about this. And when he was talking about it, I was like, man, I passed up on this fragrance a lot of times when I went to TJ Maxx and Marshalls and never really thought about it. Then when he said this is probably one of the best tropical scents that has came out in your rack stores, I was like, let me try it.
Right.
And I immediately bought it.
And see if it'll work out.
Yeah, because it's Creed Aventus with a twist.
Have you tried Dua's version of it? of
Dual?
Creed Aventus?
No, I'm actually starting to get into Dual. I hit them up.
They having a killer sale right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit them up and see if we can work together because I want to get some Dual fragrances and I want to get some Sensual Obsession fragrances too. So yeah, that's gonna be my next thing that I'm gonna try to get, with them and things like that. So if y'all watching, hit us up.
Right.
Yeah. And then of course Black Walnut Legend from Banana Republic. This right here, I say this is just a regular batch of Creed Aventus, but it's not really that strong of a projector and it doesn't last that long. I bought it when I was doing my comparison video whenever Creed did send me Aventus. And so I was like, I don't wear that one that often. And then last but not least, there's Hunter Knight.
Oh, you have a lot of dudes.
Oh, I have
you have
a lot
question
of
in the chat.
Dudes. Let's see what we got. Which one are you talking about? How long does that last and project? I know I was just talking about this one. You talking about this one? Or are you talking about Club de Nuit?
The tropical one.
Oh, yeah. I say the warmer the weather, the better it's gonna project. And then like when you start sweating and things like that. But I would
try wearing some of your fragrances in cooler weather?
Not
because
this
actually
one.
citrus fragrance project better when it's cold because it doesn't evaporate. Just try it. Like try spraying it on a day that like since you like that one and you like Creed, try spraying it on a day that's breezy, like a nice cool
right. Because I did notice that when I wore this one, it started projecting a little bit better when the wind blew and hit it, and it just went up to my nose. So you're definitely right about that. I try to wear fragrances based on the weather, like warmer fragrances. I try to bring out like your tropical fragrances and your blue fragrances and things like that, and go accordingly. But this one, I would say overall, it lasts probably, I say, about a good 6 hours with moderate projection, probably within the first like hour and a half. And after that, I mean, you can still smell it, but I say it'll probably be like a half an arm's length after that for the duration of it. So, I mean, and I only paid, I think you still got the price, $12. So, I mean, that's good for a $12 scent.
Right. So you
said
that you do it based on, so when you picking your fragrance, a lot of questions people always ask me is how do I pick my fragrance? When you're picking your fragrance, is it a mood? Is it the weather that day? Like, how are you picking it?
I base a lot of factors. I base the mood that I'm in. I base the weather outside. If I know this is cloudy outside and then, I know it's going to rain, I'm not going to pick, a big warm weather fragrance. I might pick something like I might even do like an all year round fragrance, like a Versace Dylan Blue in that type of situation. If I'm in a good mood, I'll pick like a fragrance that's like the favorite scent DNA of mine.
Right.
If I'm not in a good mood, I might just pick a fragrance that I can just throw on and go about my business. Cause I'm like, look, I don't care how I smell. I just want to smell like something,
you know, have a scent.
Yeah. Like I haven't wore this fragrance in 2-3 years, but I'm gonna throw it on because I really just do not care. And then it depends on how I'm dressed. Like right now, I'm not going to throw on Kiss Met for Men because
I feel like that too.
That is
I'm so comfortable. I have on a bodysuit and I'm relaxing today. So it was my another 13. Normally I may even, and I am a Bath and Body Works mist person too. So it might even be those that I might put on just something because I have to smell like something. Like even when I go to sleep, like I have to smell like something.
Oh yeah, I'm like that all the time.
Either
like
body oil, it's I have to have a scent. Well, I can't say that because body oil I wear all the time, right?
Same there.
So either I'll put on a body mist if I just feel like I'm casual and I work from home. So I have the thing of I'm gonna smell good even for me, right?
Yeah, that's what I do
too. The funny thing about it is the days that I don't make a choice, like say I do the body spray, those are the days that people are like, I Are you all right, Claudia? Are you okay? So it's amazing how people can smell you and they won't say anything. So I always tell people that if you're looking for a fragrance that's looking for compliments, people smell you, but rarely, unless it like blows their mind, they rarely say something.
Yeah, that is true. And so you said something that I love to hear is that you love Bath and Body Works. Just went there yesterday.
They just had a sale today on soap. So that's who I need to get a partnership. Okay. I need a partnership with them because I spend so much money at Bath and Body Works.
Yep. I was gonna ask you, how often do you get the free gift? Probably too much to even say, huh?
Yeah.
Me too. Like I always get like, yeah, you do for your new gift. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. I mean, every time I shop, I say it take me about 3 shops, trips, and then I'll get the free bottle. But because they've made those bottles $18.95 or $17.95, you know,
$17.95. Yep, because it used to be they used to make those bottles $16.95,
which way you get the free gift, right? Gift. So now you're gonna get the free gift on the older fragrances.
But you know what somebody told me? Then I've never seen it yet, but I'm looking. They say they still have some of the old bottles in circulation, so just look through it, and you might find one that's $16.95.
Oh, but I have so many.
We have like 4 Bath and Body Works, and I've tried all of them and haven't found one yet. But I mean, it's all good. But I do have this fragrance, and it is good, coffee and whiskey. So I bought the soap.
I bought that one. I bought that one for my. I was just about to say that. I bought that one for my husband because, like I said, his fragrance is what I go get. So the lotion, I bought the lotion and the spray when they had it in the can, almost like how can I describe it?
I have it, the body spray.
In that Axe can.
Yeah. Yep. Right. I have that. Yep.
So I bought that one. I love the Magnolia and tea. I think it's tea wood or tea, something like that.
Mahogany teak wood.
Black one.
You talking about mahogany teak wood?
Mahogany. There you go.
Yes.
I just know that it's in a black bottle. And I go in and I go get it because it's in this black bottle.
You know what they say about mahogany teak wood, though? They say only the thought boys wear mahogany teak wood. That's what they claim. Nah.
I didn't been with mine for, if they gonna call them that, I ain't been with mine for 15 years. So he only gotten for me.
Me and my wife been together. Lord, we dated for about 7 years, and then we were together for about 2-ish. So but yeah, like I mean, I love mahogany teak wood. That was the first fragrance I ever bought from Bath and Body Works, and I got so obsessed. You want to say
a fragrance that I think is on that level, and I'm not gonna call it a thought fragrance, but it's Sauvage.
Oh yes, indeed. Oh yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not thinking that one.
Definitely.
I know you have someone in the chat that says, I don't know if you want to pull it up, but
yeah, let's get it. Lychee helped bless me so much in the progress of grief fragrances. Lychee helped me so much. If I'm dressed down, I'll do an old Versace. Well, like Crystal Noir or something, I'm assuming.
Oh, I love Gold Coast. I love Delina. Have you did Gold Coast and Delina together? If you haven't did it together, try it.
Hey, get up on game.
Try it. Try Delina and Gold Coast. Because what happens is the powderiness, not powderiness, but that soft elegance of Delina. And then you put that Gold Coast, which is real fruity. Take it to a whole nother level.
Cool. Oh, shout out to our mutual friend, Unaverage Joe, is live right now on Instagram.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Shout outs to Unaverage Joe. I want to get y'all all together too, like you and Fragged Out, Swagged Out.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah, because I noticed I've been seeing like,
yes,
like Unaverage Joe and Fragged Out, Swagged Out, they like best of friends. They always hanging out together, man. Like, I want to go to one of these events that I be seeing y'all at, and I'm like,
y'all got to come. Well, if you have an opportunity, you need to come to Glamcation. Glamcation is really how we all kind of met.
Yeah.
Kind of chitter-chattering on Instagram, right? And officially met. Yes, where Karma Sutra is the girl. That's like a hand clap. Okay,
y'all need to link up.
Try that one with Cookie Butter. Cookie Butter is another one. But we all officially met, set eyes on each other at Glamcation.
Okay.
And once
I've
we
heard of
went
it.
to
Yep.
Glamcation and met each other personally and realized the person you see online is the person that person really is.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yep.
That was it.
Yep. Because that's how I am. I mean, what you see is what you what you get. You know, and so yeah. What is your next?
My next one?
Yeah.
Okay. My next one is Roses Vanille. So I picked all my favorites from Mancera.
I love a good rose fragrance.
But this is like a candied rose.
Okay.
So it's like a candied rose. Oh, I love the magnetic tops, but
I love a good magnetic.
I love it. It's like a candied rose. Now I've heard people say that this one can get a bit cloying, but
you have magnetic top.
Yeah, I love a good magnetic top.
Me too. That's why I pulled it out.
Yes, I love a good magnetic. That snap just make me feel like, oof, you know.
Yep. Like you can hold it by the top.
For people, anyone who has not heard of this one here is lemon, Turkish rose, vanilla, white musk, and cedar. But the cedar in it is a base. What you mostly get is that creamy candied rose.
First Mancera fragrance.
Your first Mancera, I would have to know your fragrance type. So I'll give you one in all variations. So I'll say if you are a rose, like a candied rose, rose is vanilla. If you like, and it's another one that I'm gonna talk about, and I'm gonna come back to it. But if you are a person who want to command a rum, then Precious Oud, and we're gonna come back and talk about this one.
Ooh, okay.
If you want a better than Tom Ford, like say you're a fruity girl, then Wild Cherry, Wild Candy. Okay, so if you like Turkish Rose, then Rose is Vanilla. Also, you can do because you like Delina. I've been hearing a lot of Delina. So
it's good you're doing it from a female perspective because all the Manceras I recommend are the men's. I'm out.
Yeah. So since hold on, let me look.
Red Tobacco and Cedric Brase and all those.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so let me see if I can find you one more. Since you like Turkish Rose. So I say go with Rose's Vanille. Rose's Vanille is probably going to be more your style. Or go with I'm looking at it now because I want to make sure that I say the names right. Because I got so many of them out it and I probably can't find all of them. There's another one that I'm thinking of in my mind, but I cannot seem to put my mind to it. But if you like fruity florals, there are so many that you're gonna love. Velvet Vanilla is probably another one because surprisingly that one has a floral but yet velvet note, like a more rosy note to it. But let me see if I can look at it. Lovely Garden. Like, hit me up on Instagram. I could probably give you a list.
Yep. That's what's up.
I could probably give you an absolute list, and then you can just go look it up and see if any of them speak to you. The only one I'm gonna tell you to avoid, and this is my preference, is roses, chocolate. Many people go out to get roses and chocolate, and they don't like it because it smells like a Tootsie Roll. So unless you want to smell like a Tootsie Roll, then I would avoid roses, chocolate.
Tootsie Roll. I gotta smell a Tootsie Roll again. You might. I gotta go to the store later on. I might go buy some Tootsie Rolls just to smell it. Say, right. I want to smell like a Tootsie Roll. Yeah. I mean, that sounds like a good
roses and chocolate. I was like, oh, this is about to be good. It's gonna be like a rosy note with chocolate dripped on. Oh, no. That is not what that was.
Hit you with the Family Feud X.
That was a no. Yeah. So Roses Vanilla was my next one. What's yours?
Okay. My next, I told you about the Creed of Ventuses, and so my next one, and I'm gonna go with and you already know the house. I was just talking about it, but one of my favorite houses, and she knows about it too, because I got her to start going there. But of course, the House of Zara. I have so many Zara fragrances that when I go to Zara now, they greet me by name and they say, "We already know you're here to buy cologne."
Right.
I don't buy clothes from
We
there
already know
often.
what you're here for.
Yeah, I don't buy clothes from there often unless they got a huge sale and they haven't had one. They said the next one probably gonna be like during the summer, so I'm just gonna wait on that. But their fragrances are always cheap.
Yeah, I can't do Zara for clothes. For me personally, Zara is not curvy girl friendly.
That's the truth because Cubano, he says, I'm a big thick dude and I can't wear Zara, so I just buy the fragrances.
It's not curvy girl.
But
So if
look
you
at me,
got
I'm
any kind of body to me, I know we're using the male and the female perspective, but from a female perspective, you got body, like say you got some pop, and you got the natural Black woman, Latina woman bottoms, then Zara.
Yeah, me and my wife, we're basically the same, kind of like skinny, and so I go to the men's section, she goes to the women's section.
Oh, I wish I could say that. Skinny has not been in the vocabulary for me.
Yeah, so and I was confused because I was reading some of the sizes. I'm like, wait, this is a 44 in the waist. And they're like, no, that's the European size. That's like 32 here. I was like, oh, okay, that'll fit.
Right.
But yeah, one of my favorite Zara fragrances, because this is one of my favorite scent DNAs as well, and that's anything from the Dior Homme line. So and they have a fragrance called Night Pour Homme 3, which I think maybe discontinued because it is very hard to find, and the only way you can find it is in the gift set that comes with Night Pour Homme 2. And I bought it because Night Pour Homme 2 is just an Invictus clone, and
I'm about to say, like, what is that a clone to? Because I was thinking of
I'm tired of
Dior Homes, but not Dior Homes. I want to say it's called Dior Homes Night, but you said that is a Victus, right?
Two. This one is a Dior Homme Intense clone, right here, and that's
I
why
thought you were going to say the Dior Homme Intense, which is by Dior. That's what I thought that would have been a copy of.
That's what this one is. But in the gift set, it comes with Dior Homme 2, which is an Invictus clone. Didn't really want it because I have plenty of Invictus's clones and Invictus is played out. But I said, in order to get this bad boy, I had to get the
one
other
you want. Yeah,
because this is the one I want. And then I have this one as well, which is Privé's Illusion Intense, a Middle Eastern clone.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, this one is a Dior Homme Intense clone too, but I prefer this one because this one is it's darker. This one is like a lighter version, projects okay, but this is where Zara really shines in this one right here. It has, and then what I like about Zara too is a lot of their fragrances, they put the notes right on the bottle.
So yes, I like that too. I want to say I have one Zara fragrance left, and I want to say it's the one that everybody was buying, and it's tobacco something.
Oh, not a Rich Warm Addictive, huh?
Yeah, it might be that one.
That's one of them
that everybody was buying.
And I never bought it, but it's like, don't you know why I'm gonna buy it now? Because again, shout out to my boy Cubano. He just made a video on how that's like his favorite one. That's the one he wears the most. But the only reason I was hesitant is because he said the old formulation outperforms the new formulation and smells better. So I really want the old formulation, but I every time I go, I see it, but it's the new formulation. I smell it and it smells good.
It's kind of watered down. I'm trying to see if I can find it. It's kind of watered down now.
Yeah.
You get the old school one, the one that came out when everybody was buying it.
Yeah.
That one is actually good. I thought I can find it, but I don't see it.
Yeah, so
I want to say, knowing my son, he probably didn't took that one because that was his favorite. So it might be gone.
You remind me of Bowtie Fragrance guy. When he be looking for a fragrance, he'd be like, "Man, my son wears it."
Yeah, it's like, I tell him don't come in here, and I have a son and a daughter. Well, I have two sons and a daughter, but the ones who are fanatics for fragrance is my daughter and my son. And I'm like, okay, y'all, look, don't be going in my room, and I know something's missing from the shelf. I just can't you know, because I don't have the time to look at the shelf, right? So I know something is missed, something is out of order, and like they'll spray it and then they'll just put it back anywhere. And I know how I have mine sectioned, so I always know the ones that they've touched because they'll put it in a spot that's not what it's for. Like that's not the location for that particular scent.
Yeah. Opinion on clones. Well, my opinion, as you can tell, is I love clones because I buy a lot of clones because I'm like, if you can get the scent DNA for a cheaper price, I can use that money to do other things and stuff like that. But I have to love that clone fragrance because not every clone fragrance smells exactly like the original. Like I've had Creed Aventus clones where I was like, I had to get rid of it because it just smelled awful. It didn't smell anything like Creed Aventus. And I have, clone fragrances that I feel like smell better than Creed Aventus. Like this outperforms and to me smells better than Creed Aventus. So it just depends on the clone fragrance, but I'm all for clones. Definitely.
And I agree. That was my feel on it too. I don't have any one way or another. I will say that Duo fragrances, I use their clones per se as my way of trying a fragrance out because they're really close to what the fragrance does smell like. So I bought theirs, and then if I really like it, then I buy the bottle, right? Just to ditto what you just said. It's a difference between spending $55, maybe $60 on something, and then you realize you don't like it, then spending $200 or $100 and something and realize you don't like it.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly. Now, with that said, there are a few or a couple of clone houses because clones are so big right now that they're not even close.
Oh right?
Like the scent is just not even close, right? And you kind of get what you pay for. So you get you get a clone that costs you $15 for a fragrance that might have cost, if you buy it in the upper hundreds. It's something off. It'd be something, and depending on what your nose is, that might be the one thing that'll be a no. Like, funny story. I don't, and I hate to say this, but I am not I'm not that fond of Baccarat 540.
Wow.
I like it. I don't love it. And I think what happened was it came out, everybody went crazy, and then everybody cloned it. Right?
Yep.
Even Mancera came out with Instant Crush.
Al Haramain got theirs.
It's so many, right? It was so many. You had Opium Musk, which is a clone. You had you had Tatiana Terenzi came out with my point is so many people came out with it so bad. You got Cloud by Ariana, whatever. So many that I got overwhelmed with the note that once I did actually get my hands on it, it just seemed basic.
Yeah, it's redundant because that's how I felt with Invictus. I had before I even smelt Invictus, I had so many clones that I had bought because they were cheap and they smelled just like it.
Yes.
That by the time I got my nose on the actual Invictus, I was like, I didn't even want any of the flankers until they came out with Invictus Victory.
Right.
And
when
they came out with
something different, right?
Yeah, I was like, okay. So then I found this clone here, which is Vamos Victory, and it smells just like Invictus Victory. And I was like, oh, okay. Now they're branch. I was kind of like Savage when Savage came out with Savage Elixir. It was something different. It was like you're tired of the same Savage coming out, just a parfum version or that parfum version. Then when they came out with that Elixir, I went, boop,
like that aside. Get it. Yeah, that one is good. That one you have in your hand. I just got introduced to that. That one is so good. Like, I want you to talk about that one. That one is so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to it. But I'm still kind of. Let me go through these little. But speaking of,
so is it me or is it you?
Speaking of when you was talking about getting the original, and I told you how much I love the Dior Homme line. It's like, yes, I have the clones, but you gotta stick with the OG.
You gotta go for the OG.
Yeah, so it's like I ended up wanting Dior Homme, and I had so many Iris-based fragrances that I was like, because Iris is absolutely probably my favorite note. Iris. Ooh.
I see mine is saffron.
Oh, I love me some Iris. And so I had so many Iris fragrances. I went with my wife to the mall. Again, she was buying me a fragrance for Christmas this time. Matter of fact, last year, and she was like, "What do you want?" We went back to the booth. I said, "I want Dior Homme. I got to get the original." And so I didn't want another Iris-based fragrance, so I went and got 2020. So they got rid of the Iris in here, and it still gives you that Dior Homme vibe, but it's just without the Iris.
Right.
So God, this is so good. My goodness, I'm gonna get another bottle of this.
Yeah.
God,
that's how I feel about.
This might be the scent I wear. Hell with it. I gotta do it. Now that I put my nose on it again, that's it. We're wearing Dior Homme 2020 today because this is just amazing.
I'm trying to see ones that I don't have clones. I don't have clones for these, but I wanted to kind of give a wide variety. Oh, here it is. Of ones that I like, right? So that way I don't do just Mancera. I love Mancera.
Yeah.
I wanted to not do just Mancera. All right. So I'm gonna give us some variety.
Okay.
So my next one is going to be Stash by Sarah Jessica Parker. This is so hard to come by, but this is so good. I have bought.
Looks like it's good. It's got that amber color, and I love any fragrance.
I have bought this 2 and 3 times, right? So, and I got mad because for a while there she stopped selling it, and then when they did sell it, almost like you just said, right? It came back. It was watered down. So this one is so dark because this is the original. This is like before it got bought, before another company came across it. So this is woody, ambery. Oh, is a little ginger on the back. This is so sexy.
So that's like unisex, huh?
This is so sexy. This is one of them you put on, and it's like you need to put it on with a black dress. So you need to put it on with a fitted bodycon dress or something, right? Because it's like a come hither type scent. Like come hug up on me. Oh yes.
That is nice.
From the pistachio note in it.
Then you got pistachio. Okay, so it's a little
It's a little nutty. It's like it was really good to say that it was a celebrity fragrance, right? I was like, girl,
man, I should have brought out a couple of celebrity fragrances because I got a couple of them that people may or may not heard of. That's like you wouldn't even know it's a celebrity fragrance.
Yeah, this one here, I love the fact that she did not put her name on it. It just says SJP, right? So you don't know. Had you not known that this is Sarah Jessica Parker, right?
Yeah.
This could could compete. And this is my newest bottle of it. But yes, I have bought. We were talking about the box stores, right? For a while there, it was at Burlington. I don't know if there's a Burlington where you at, but it was a Burlington. Okay. And they had it. But they had it for like $25. I was like, do you not know what that is? And it was still up there. They had the body spray, which I know the body spray is not what she came out with. It was like a impression of it. But I bought the body spray. I bought the fragrance. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe this might not be the real one. So I came home. I sprayed it on the card. I sprayed the one I had that was running out on the card and realized that was the same scent. Went back to Burlington and bought it. Because when I first got Stash, I paid all of $60, $75 for it.
Which still ain't bad.
It's not bad, but to get it at 25, But then somebody must, and I always say, YouTube is a wonderful tool, but it's also a hindrance because someone mentioned that it was at Burlington and how good it was and how great it was, and it was gone. So then it went from 20, it was gone, and when it came back, it wasn't 25 anymore. It was in the box now. You had to go get the people to open up the key to, you know what I'm saying, to get it open. And it was like, I think they had taken out to 59, which is still not bad. It's not bad, but had we not been talking about it, I could have got me a little backup.
And I think shout outs to my boy, I think that's Trey Sense who said that I forget who. I think it might be Trey Sins who said. He said he hates when YouTubers say, "Man, this costs $40 and it smells like a $150 fragrance."
And
then the company gonna see that and they gonna start selling it for $150.
They gonna sell it. They gonna, feel like they undercharging they stuff. They gonna up the charge of it. Yeah.
So
but then you know what? I always say there are some fragrances that are, and I know that question hasn't come up, but just to answer it, there are some celebrity fragrances that will give these high market fragrances a run for their money.
Oh yeah.
Right. There are some niche. I am really into niche fragrances, not like I'm a niche snob, but they don't make a lot of their fragrances, those niche houses. So they take the time to really do what they need to do in the fragrance.
Now that you're talking about celebrity fragrance, I gotta get that one fragrance
that
I was talking about, because you got me wanting to pull out at least one celebrity fragrance.
Okay, well, Love and Life and I don't want to mess your name up. I want to say it's Kadila. And if I said that wrong, I'm sorry. What is your thoughts on clones? Like, how do you feel about it? Are you for them or against them?
Okay. And while you're doing that, I'm going to pull up the notes on this fragrance too. And you can already know what's in it by me telling you what's my favorite notes. Of course, this has iris in it.
Right.
Let me see. If I can pull it up, that would be nice. I don't know what's going on. Oh.
Now, another note while you pulling that up, that is my favorite. I like saffron. I like almond. I like nutty fragrances.
Oh yeah.
So almond, pistachio, hazelnuts, all those. I love any fragrance that's like that. I do like iris, but iris comes off really powdery on my skin, almost like baby powder, kind of powdery. So those are more, I wear those fragrances, I find more when it's hot here in Texas, because it kind of makes me feel refreshing, like clean, like fresh out the shower.
Yeah. And I know you say you like nutty fragrances. I do have. This one is Together With You Always. Yeah, that's a clone of Stronger With You Intensely. Good nutty fragrance. As most people know, the whole Stronger With You DNA. But this one is royalty by Maluma. I think he's some kind of like Hispanic singer that does Hispanic music. But he makes his own fragrances. And this one, oh my God, this has got to be niche quality. Like, oh my goodness. And the notes in this one, it's eau de parfum concentration, but the notes is cardamom, pear, and bergamot in the top. The middle is black plum, clove leaf, and cinnamon. And then the base is vanilla iris and cedarwood. Oh my goodness. Like this dude, like when you said they take the time to make a good fragrance.
Yeah.
He took the time to work with whatever perfumer to make this fragrance.
To get it right.
He got this one right. This is so good. I went back and bought his other fragrance for men because he has 4 fragrances, 2 for men and 2 for women. And I went and bought his other men's fragrance because it was that good. This is just that good. And I just love it. And what stands out to me, of course, is the iris, because it's kind of that creamy, kind of powdery, not really lipsticky, like
maybe like Oris butter, maybe kind of
like that. Yeah. And then definitely I'm getting that plum note, and that plum note makes
it sounds good,
sexy. Like, oh my goodness, this is just some amazing stuff. I'm gonna get a couple of sprays there, and it got a great atomizer too. Oh yeah,
don't you love it when it go?
Oh yeah, like I have some of those pressurized atomizers.
Yeah,
oh, goodness, I love a good pressurized atomizer.
Yeah, it's like when you ever saw the meme when and I have it up on my channel, but like when you spray it on it, going right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I have some that like the fragrance smells so good, but the atomizer is just
it's trash.
Weak. Like I think this one,
it spray out like a stream.
Just like average.
Yeah,
but that's
like
those,
yeah.
So I don't know if you have any.
I like when you spray it, it go. Psh, it's like a.
Oh yes, indeed. You know, you're getting enough on your skin.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So yeah. What else you have?
I am going to do a YouTube made me buy it, but luckily it was good. Okay, and that is Ambrosia Imperial.
Okay.
YouTube made me buy this.
YouTube made you buy it.
Oh, it made me buy it. They were, oh my God, they were hyping this up. They was hyping this up so much. But it is actually really good. It's really good. And I was surprised because it has a banana note to it. And I was like, oh Lord, I don't want to walk around here smelling like no banana split, right?
I love bananas.
But it's really good. So I had to do the YouTube made me buy it one. And it was and I follow AI the Great. And I was like, I don't know, everybody coming out with these fragrances and all this other kind of stuff. It's stay out of stock. When I tell you this one is really good, it's really, really good. I just want to give you the notes of it just in case. So think of this. Think of something sweet and spicy. It's fruity, it got rum, and then it got caramel. But the actual notes in it is banana, rum, orange, cinnamon, amberwood, dates, orchid, jasmine, saffron. I love a saffron. Whipped cream, caramel, vanilla, benzoin, and musk.
I've never seen whipped cream in a fragrance.
Amazing. And what I liked, it was such a big bottle, right? So it's gonna take me a minute to get through this because I kind of like chase off my fragrances or whatever. And I've decanted it out. I've given it to people just so they can get a whiff of it, and still don't feel like I put nothing. It's barely a dent, and I've been decanted. It's barely a dent in it.
That is funny.
But this one is good. It is worth the hype. So if anyone is following your channel, watching this video, and you want to know if Ambrosia Imperial is worth it, yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it's worth it.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I like that. Yeah, I'm just all I can hear in my head is whipped cream. I never seen whipped cream in a fragrance.
Ooh, yeah.
Man, y'all twins. I see that. Y'all twins. Like, y'all got a lot in common.
Peyton Charles is another one. Oh my God. When I tell you I am a PayPal, okay? Peyton Charles is another one that I follow. And that's how I found out about Skin Potion. It's from Peyton Charles. But yes, I love a good saffron fragrance. And it was like, I love meeting people or talking and chatting with people who kind of have that same kind of like taste thing. So when I say AI the Great might say, oh, I like this, or no, not so much. I can kind of take her word for it. Peyton, if she says it, I'm like, Now Peyton Charles can be a little she like more stronger but bodied fragrance. So there are a couple of fragrances that she might mention, and I'll be like, oh, I don't know, Peyton. That might be a little strong for me, right? But but yes. That Ambrosia Imperial with Kama Sutra, which I think we talked about earlier, together.
Wow. Okay.
Never miss. I put that on, it never miss. It's one of those fragrances that I put on and I'm heading out, like say I might be trying to go to brunch with one of my girlfriends or something like that. And I spray it in the room. And my husband would come in the room and he'd be like, I already know what you have on. He loved that one. He loved that blend. Let's just say that. He loved that together. But yes, so I reached back there to grab a YouTube or something that made me buy it. Fragrance.
Okay, YouTube made you buy it. That's funny. And I know y'all talking about layering from a female perspective. Shout out to again, because I'm just kind of shouting out the same people. Shout out again to Bowtie Fragrance Guy, because this is not YouTube made me buy it, but YouTube made me layer it.
Yes.
Bowtie Fragrance Guy made me layer Creed Aventus, which I use Club Dino Wheat Intense Man with Millesime Imperial, which I have Club Dino Wheat Milestone. Layer those two, and I'm not going to go get Milestone.
Yeah, you're not going to go. But I know it is. Yeah.
Layer those two, and that is such a sexy fragrance. And he said that years ago, and I grabbed the two, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Because at first, my favorite scent profile was Millesime Imperial. It was something about Millesime Imperial, and that was when I was first getting into fragrances.
Yeah,
and I didn't smell as many, but then I started smelling like the Tuxedo DNA, which this is a great clone, Taxco. As well. I think this one's better than Kismet, but I didn't have this one at the time when I got married. Otherwise, I would have wore this.
You'd have wore that one, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. But now I was like, well, is it Millesime Imperial or is it the Tuxedo DNA? I was like, I don't know. And then I started smelling other fragrances like Angel Share. So then I started buying a bunch of clones of Angel Share, which this one from Zara, Sand Desert at Sunset, is a really good clone.
Oh, you do like Zara, yeah? Because some of these I have never heard of that Zara has.
Oh yeah, and so like I started smelling all those, but when you layer those two, it is so
sexy. It's like a masterpiece, huh?
It is amazing, and then another one too that I layered from a male perspective. I have Versace Dylan Blue. And I went to a fair with my friends in Lafayette, and they had a guy selling pure perfume oils. And he sold, I said, at the time, oud was my favorite note, and it still is one of my favorite notes along with iris. I said, y'all have some pure oud? He said, yeah. I had Versace Dylan Blue on, and I said, let me just put a little dab of this oud just to see what it smelled like. And when it hit that Versace Dylan Blue, I got compliments the whole night.
Yeah.
Oud and Versace Dylan Blue, I wouldn't even buy. I have a clone of Versace Oud Noir, but I wouldn't buy the original because that smells better than Versace Oud.
Right. I've done that. I have put together a layer that when I wear it, somebody said, "Oh, that smells like such and such," right? And I'm like, well, you just made me not want to go get whatever that bottle is, because if I have two fragrances that'll give me that vibe. Like everyone is so big about Georgiev's Symphonium, right? But if I have hold on, I'm about to get it, and he doesn't even make it anymore, and I am so disappointed that, and I didn't want to pull these out, but I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, why are you doing that?
I don't know if anyone has ever heard of, and he doesn't make it anymore, and I'm sorry to show y'all this, but this is called Orange Ganache, Chocolate Ganache. This is Symphonium.
Oh, okay.
This is Symphonium.
Wow.
And so, and I really wish he'll come back. The guy who makes this, if he comes back out with these fragrances, maybe under a different name or whatever, then I'm gonna make sure that I do recommend it. But this,
the whole company's gone.
Yeah, the company's gone. He's
I thought it was just that fragrance.
Yeah, no, not just the whole company. Like the company was called Ganache, right? And he was putting them out. So I don't know if maybe he got overwhelmed. Maybe, sometimes you can, and I think a lot of brands don't understand that you can put out so much that it become even overwhelming to the buyer. Yeah. Right.
That's true.
And
that's how Zara is. You tell me the Zara fragrance I got, and every time I go, they got something new.
Right.
I'm like, I can't keep up.
Because
I haven't even told you have.
Because once you get the DNA of what you like, and then they start putting out, say, a lot of them in that same kind of style, it becomes repetitive.
Yep. And that's how Zara is too. Like they do have. I get my nose on a bunch of them, and then I'm like, this smells like the fragrance sitting over here, which smells like the fragrance sitting over there. So then I stay like an hour smelling fragrances. So I'm like, I want to get something that smells a little different.
Right.
So I definitely understand when things become redundant.
Yeah, I just think that it was just too much, and he needed to take a step back, because the Ganache is just what it is. It was a fragrance line that was strictly around smelling sweet, like something level of sweet. So it was either chocolate Ganache, it was orange chocolate Ganache, it was lemon eclair, it was sting, it was sweet sticky things. Like it was really, really sweet, heavy fragrances, which is a great concept. Right. But I think that it's kind of narrowed him down into a genre that he couldn't get out of.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, say when he decided to come out with a fragrance that might not like he started a coffee one, right? And
Ooh, I
people were
love good
so
coffee.
hooked on the Ganache
Mm.
or the sweetie ones that the coffee one kind of hit but didn't really hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that variation would have helped.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I know some people like that who, like I give them advice and I'm like, man, you got some of the same notes in every single fragrance,
Yeah.
and so, it's good to kind of vary it out. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else, that I
What
really
else do you
need.
have?
You know what? This one right here, and I bought this one again since I done got married. I buy a lot of date night fragrances
Yes.
until like
You got because you
now.
got to keep dating.
Yeah, and now I'm starting to get into more fresher fragrances since it's getting springtime and then
Uh-huh.
summer. So I'm like, let me start not just buying all of these date night cool weather fragrances, but this right here, I could not pass up on it because I smelt the original, fell in love with it, and everybody was telling me this smells exactly like the original. Did this? I went to Los Angeles. It was me, my wife, and then two of my friends, female friend and a male friend. And I wore this fragrance, and they said, "Man, the female friend was like, I know we ain't dating, but at the same time, I would love to smell that on a man because my goodness." And my wife
Yeah.
loved it. Everybody loved it, and that's this right here, Ebony Foom from
I
Fragrance World.
saw that one. It was kind of strong for me. So I'm happy to hear a man say that he liked it.
I love
Yeah.
this fragrance, and
Yeah, it was
this
kind of strong for me.
literally when people see the presentation,
Mhm.
the only reason that they know this is not Tom Ford is because the fragrance roll right here. Otherwise, this is directly just knocking off
Right. It's
Tom Ford.
that's Latifah for you. That came from
Mm-hmm.
Latifah, right?
Well, this is a fragrance world.
Fragrance World. But
Yeah,
I
this is
mean, I feel
fragrance
like they
world.
all probably owned by the same people. When
Yeah,
they
they're all
they
Middle
are
East.
like so unapologetic about duping. They
Mm-hmm.
literally take the whole bottle.
To be honest with you, Tom Ford actually sued Fragrance World
I bet
because
he did
they
because
bottles are exactly the same. And
yeah,
people sometimes, even the box, like this is a Tom Ford box, this is a Tom Ford bottle. The only
yes,
thing they did was they took everything and they just put Fragrance World on it instead of Tom Ford.
yeah,
You know, so it's
yeah.
like, and there's another company that you can get from your rack stores called Milestone, and
Mhm.
all of those bottles directly do Tom Ford as well. So I think eventually Tom Ford's going to come after Milestone, but Milestone they dupe everybody. Like this one is Murata,
Mhm.
but as you can tell, it looks exactly like Stronger with You. You
Yes.
know, so the Middle Eastern brands they don't hide.
They don't hide it. They
They
don't
don't,
hide it.
they don't. Like look at this one. This is a clone of Jubilation 25, and
Yep. Yep.
looks
From
exactly
every yeah.
like
Yes.
it's ridiculous. And
So
that
tell me more about that one. Like I said, that one was kind of strong for me.
yeah. This one I love it because the incense smells so good in it until like it doesn't smell all churchy, like those
Yeah.
church
Okay.
incense.
So it's not
You
like
know,
Bakor.
yeah, because I grew up Catholic, so I know what the whole incensey vibe smells like.
Uh-huh.
And this one does incense so well. Like I gotta spray it on the tester strip, and I already sprayed that Dior on, so I'm not gonna spray it on skin. Decent atomizer, not pressurized, but it does spit out enough juice that I'm satisfied with.
Mhm.
But oh my goodness, this is just amazing. Like I just love that incense note that is in it. And
Mhm.
my goodness, like this one right here is one of those where not only is just date night, but it's one of those like when I go to like we have a place out here called Supper Club, and it's one of those places you have to dress up. If you don't dress up, you're not getting in. You have to book a reservation. You have to put a down payment. It's one of those
Right.
exclusive places, and that's the type of scent I would wear to a place
Yeah.
like that, where I'm like, look, this is a once every blue moon type place we're going to. I'm going to wear my best, and this right here is one of my best. Like when I wore this in LA, we was actually at what's the name of the place? The sushi place where all the celebrities go to. In
Is it
LA.
Nobi's and
No,
Noble?
yep.
Yeah.
That's why I wore it because that's exclusive. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why I wore it because I was like, I gotta wear my best. It was either that or it was wearing something like, and you're gonna know when you see this because this is probably my best presentation I have in any fragrance. But this one right here, Eternal Lube by Lattafa. It was either one of the two.
Yeah,
This is just that DNA of Mason Francis Kirkjohn's Grand Soir.
Yeah.
I love Grand Soir.
I do too. You see, I have Grand Soir. Yeah, I love Grand Soir. I love it. Now it can get a little masculine leaning on me, on my chemistry, but yeah, I love Grand Soir.
Yeah, and I just, if you want to compare presentation, I just love this presentation. But I was like, good Lord, this gorgeous. Is beautiful.
That's why I said sometimes they win me over just on the way that it looks. Like it's just such a gorgeous bottle. And that brings me to like this one here by Ateliers de Odors, and it's the gold in it. So this won me on just the presentation, just on the fact that it's gold flakes floating around.
Yeah. That is nice. That almost reminds me of those what is KLE bottles. Except, I don't think those are necessarily clear where you can see the juice, but that same kind of style bottles.
And here's another one. I was going to talk about this one too, and I got this one off of just what the bottle looks like. And it's perfect intent.
Nice.
But it was worth it. Pretty bottle. Good.
You know who got a pretty bottle too? You ever see? It's called Sangaf Oud by Swiss Arabian. That gold bottle.
No.
Yeah, I do. You gotta see that one. I'm gonna have to show it to you. That bottle is pretty.
Wait, you talking about Shargaf Oud?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, I've seen. Yes, I've seen it. I'm actually about to do a video on all of the Shargaf Ouds, from the Tonka to I got a video coming up. That I'm gonna talk about it.
I definitely love a good gold bottle. I have a few gold bottles, and I just love the fact that it's that it's gold, and this one actually kind of puts me in the mood of Oud Satin mood.
But see, to me, I got that one because of the Lancome. So from I got it because what is it?
Oud Bouquet, I think it is. Yeah. But I mean, when I smelt it, I didn't know that was what it's a clone of because I had never smelt the Lacombe, but it to me kind of is in the same realm as.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm just saying on me, that's what I got when I smelt it, and the reason why I end up getting, like I was saying, I'm about to do a whole video. I have 4 of those. I had 5, and I finally got rid of one of them. I didn't get rid of it. One of my friends liked it, but I have a video coming up where I'm gonna talk about all the Shargaf Ouds, and because I finally got the Tonka. I had the Shargaf Woman. I had Shargaf Men, which was in a blue bottle that I had bought from my husband. Have you smelled the black one?
No, this is the only one I've smelled. I'm just getting my nose on Swiss Arabian fragrances. So I just got this one for now. But I will tell you, this right here, please, YouTube, wherever you're watching this, please, and I'm building this up for a reason. Spray no more than about 3 sprays of this.
Because that will choke you out.
This is probably my strongest fragrance. This and that Fragrance World Oud Satin are probably 2 of my strongest fragrances. I sprayed this when I first got it, and I sprayed about 5 sprays, not knowing, and I had to take an Advil because I had got a headache. So strong.
Your headache is
my goodness. Like
that's what I found with a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances. The longevity of them is so strong. It's so strong. So I don't know if maybe Middle Eastern fragrances are more extraits than they are, like, say, Eau de Toilette or Eau de Parfum or whatever, but they are so strong.
And from talking to the guys at Wall Perfume House, they did tell me that they use more of the actual scent, like more of the oils, than they do just a straight alcohol. Because when they make a custom make fragrance, they can they can ask you like, hey, how much alcohol of it you want, or how strong do you want it? And then the stronger the scent, the less of that alcohol blast you're going to get, and you get more of just a pure fragrance, which is just beast mode. Because the custom fragrance I made, like every time I wear it, people are like standing on the other side of the room and they're like, man, I smell something smells good. And then I'm like, I wonder if that's me. Then the closer they get, they're like, that is you. Because like those Middle Eastern fragrances are just, they are beast mode.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into them. I'm gonna have to
yeah,
look into
yeah, Raw Perfume House. I don't know if they do shipping or anything like that, but you're in Texas or what you're
Yeah,
like,
I'm in Texas.
like in Houston.
But I
or
mean,
something
I
like
just
that.
would be interested in just looking into them. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Cause I'm gonna see if they do like shipping and stuff like that. Cause I am really close with them and they my homies. So even if they don't, I'm gonna be like, look, we gotta figure this out. Cause I got some homies that want some of them scents.
Right. That needs to smell it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're really good people. They're getting me up to date because they actually have a Middle Eastern house that they're pushing called Fragrance Couture, and they're kind of like a Lattafa, things like that. They mimic the bottles and everything. And I have a few of their fragrances, not as good as a Lattafa, or not as good as like an Ormoff or Afnan, but they're up and coming. I mean, they've been out for a minute, but like a lot of people don't really talk about them. But they've gotten me on some scent DNAs where I'm like, okay, like they're pretty good. So I'm trying to, work with them and things like that, get some more fragrances and, stuff like that. So now you was talking about discontinued fragrances too. I did want to bring up one of my most favorite discontinued fragrances. I still see it every once in a while, but I know it's not like they don't make anymore. And again, this is one of those fragrances where they reformulated it and it doesn't smell as good, but it still smells amazing as I don't know what. And this one, matter of fact, this is the only male fragrance that this brand even made. They made this one fragrance, they got it right, and they said, look, that's all we're gonna promote for men.
Right.
And that is Juicy Couture's Dirty English.
Oh, I haven't even heard of that.
This is amazing. This is an oud and leather-based fragrance. More heavy on the leather than the oud, but you can still get the oud in there. I think it might have some patchouli in there too. But this is so sexy. This is like one of those fragrances that you would wear and just hop on a Harley with a leather jacket, some boots on, and just oh my goodness. It might have some tobacco in here too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but it just smells so good. It's not the strongest projector, but it works good in the cooler weather. And when people get a whiff of it, they're just like, oh my God, somebody just smells like a man. Like not necessarily saying smells yeah, not necessarily saying, oh, he just smells good. He just smells like a man, and that's what they did with this fragrance. And I was like, if they could make a fragrance this good, why did they stop making fragrances for men?
Because because Juicy Couture is more female based, right? So it's a lot of candied stuff. They had the whole thing where everything was in like that cupcake container and all that.
Yep.
So they probably thought that was better for them to go that way. Sometimes you gotta feed to the buyer or who's buying your stuff. Like I didn't even know they made a male scent at Juicy Couture.
The only one. And I've seen some more at Marshall's, so I am definitely this is definitely backup bottle. Yeah, it's definitely backup bottle worthy because I want to get. They have two at my local Marshall, so I want to get one of them because when they run out, they're probably not going to get any more in. And I gotta have another bottle of this because this is just some good.
Yeah, oh my God, that's how I felt about Stash. And once I saw it, I was like, oh, I got to get that.
Yeah, and I love the presentation on this. Like I love Juicy Couture's symbol with the lions and that it just looks like a heavy presentation. Like every time somebody sees it, they think like, man, pour me a shot. I'm like, this is not alcohol. This is not no whiskey or brandy. This ain't no bourbon or nothing. This is a fragrance. And then when they smell it, they still get the vibe of that. Like a man that just stepped off a bike and walked into a bar and it's like, man, give me some whiskey and Coke. That's
right. A man's man. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta, like I tell people, you gotta have a full beard to wear a fragrance like this. This is one of those fragrances, and it's just so sexy. Like I wore this, I was outside. My sister, I was at my sister's condo, and it's like the area is like a whole shopping center, theater, shops, and then the apartments, and then they have live concerts. So I went to one of the concerts because it's free, and I said, let's go chill. And I had this on, and an older lady stopped me, and she was like, "Is that you just smelling like a man?" That's where I got the whole man thing
right,
from.
yeah.
And so she sniffed my shirt, and she was like, "Yeah, baby, that's you." She was like, "Oh boy, if I was younger, like, I just had to laugh." And she was like, "Oh, it smells so good." She was like, "What is that?" And she wrote it down because she was like, "Yeah, I gotta just get that for any man. Like, just somebody
I gotta get that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's Juicy Couture's Dirty English. If anybody watching this knows about this, you already know that this is some good stuff. And I tell people, I say, I know you said, they focus on the women's fragrances, but I think they just got this right and just was like, forget it. We just
right.
So, but it's definitely gonna be one of my most bought scents because I'm definitely every time I see it, I'm gonna buy it now because I want to have at least probably 3 bottles so that I would never run out of it.
And see, I'm scared to do a whole lot of I think as much as I can do is two back, like the bottle I'm wearing in a backup. And when I say I'm scared to kind of buy too many of the same scents, it's because my collection is so big that the odds of me getting to it is not likely that I'm gonna get to it within quickly. And for like anything, stuff expire. And you can tell when your fragrance expires because it's heavy. It has that heavy alcohol note, or it just don't smell the same. Like you know when something then took a turn.
Yep. And you know what's funny about that is that actually happened to my club, we Intense Man. But the only reason that it did that is because I went to a funeral. I think it was last year. My great uncle had passed away, and this is the fragrance I decided to wear, and I brought it with me.
You put it in the car?
Dumb mistake. I brought it with me during the middle of summertime in South Louisiana.
Yeah.
So, and then usually when I bring a fragrance with me and I have a suit on, I just, stuff it, in the jacket or something like that. But this is a heavy fragrance. Like this right here would knock somebody out if I threw it. And so I left it. Yep, left it in the car. Came back and it smelled a hot mess. So I said, let me just let it masquerade. I stored it in a cool, dry place for months and months and months. And every time I smelled it, I'm like, ugh. And then eventually, finally, it came back and started smelling like itself again. And now I can wear it again. But
right.
When it was stinking, it was like, this was like Creed Aventus I bought from Dollar Tree.
Right. Okay. Right. You could tell when it take a turn because it's not the same. You got someone asking the question.
Yeah. How do you feel about Curve for men? You cannot go wrong with Curve. I have I've wore Curve. I've gotten tired of Curve because I've worn it so much when I was younger, but I do have some of the flankers like Curve Black and Curve. I forget what the other one is, like a tropical version of Curve.
See, I still like the OG Curve, the first one that came out.
One of my best friends. It's so funny. When we was growing up, one of my best friends, that's all he wore was Curve. All his parents bought him was Curve. And then all my parents bought me was actually I have it right here. Euphoria for Men. Euphoria.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Yep. And so I used to, and that's the only reason I rebought this, because this right here, I guarantee you, when you spray it, it's going to become a skin scent probably within the first 10 minutes. Like this
is very nostalgic.
Yeah, but it's just because my parents bought it for me and I ran out. And I had the old formulation because the old formulation had the silver all the way down.
Yeah.
And that one actually projected. And I, not knowing about fragrance as a kid, I sprayed too many times and it just emptied out way too fast. And this is all I can find now. Still smells like it, but just does not project, does not do anything. So I'm on the lookout for Euphoria Intense, because that one is a stronger version. And so I'll probably get that, and then I can get the umph. But for now, I just do this for display purposes to say, when if my parents come in, they see my collection. Oh, look at that. You bought Euphoria again. Shout out to us. That was like the first fragrance they bought for me.
My first one was True Love, and I have it. I have it. Lord, I might have put it away. But yeah, mine was True Love.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, everybody has their first one now. The first one I bought when I really was getting into fragrances when I was a kid. I went to I can't say I was a kid. I was probably in college. And I went to Macy's. Yeah, Macy's. And I went to the fragrance counter. And I was single at the time, and I thought the girl was cute. So I asked her, I said, hey, get my little voice.
Right.
What fragrance do you like? And her favorite fragrance was Chrome. She said Chrome. I said, because you like it, I'm going to buy it. Because I want to smell like what you like.
You want to smell like that.
And so I bought Chrome, and that was the first fragrance I ever bought for myself was Chrome. And still to this day, you can't go wrong with Chrome.
Yeah, see, I feel like that about Tresor by Lancôme.
Okay,
they come out with so many flankers for it, but how often do I declutter? Or is that a question for me? Because if it's a question for me, as I wear them, and it's not and I guess I can't even say declutter. For me, my nose changes. So something I might have been like in love with 2-3 years ago, I smell it now and it's like, it's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's brand new to someone else. So I don't do a lot of like, say, declutter videos or whatever. I just let people, take it,
Yeah.
And then I have a shelf over here that is those type of fragrances, right? Loved it. Just felt like it was going to be and I don't have a signature scent. And I had to finally admit to myself, I don't have a signature scent. I just smell good. Right. So, and it was something I thought was going to be my fragrance for life. And then, like I said, 2-3 years in.
Yeah. I agree.
Or another fragrance will come out that have some similarity to it, but they may have added a different note that make that one better. So it kind of bumps out the other one.
They did it. The coffee note. And
I don't do a lot of decluttering because I finally have cultivated my collection to my likes, right? And I don't follow the trend. So like there's a lot of fragrances that are out right now and probably will never come across my channel, probably will never make it to my collection because it's just not my thing.
Right. Absolutely.
It's just not my thing. And I never wanted my channel or my page to be what everyone is talking about unless I genuinely like it.
Yeah.
So I feel like if someone follows me and I say, oh, like I talk about the Ambrosia Imperial. Oh my God, I love Ambrosia Imperial. Then they know I truly love Ambrosia Imperial. I'm not just saying it because everybody's talking about it.
Yeah. I agree. Because I mean, for me, I think it's kind of the same thing of like I can wear a fragrance and then 2-3 years later be like, I don't really like that no more.
Yeah, like I don't like it. Like I don't know.
And I've given away a bunch of fragrances based on that. Like I had Versace blue jeans, for example. I remember that distinctly.
Oh yeah. See, I had the red jeans.
Yeah, I had Versace blue jeans, and then every time I sprayed it, my wife was like, something is going bad in the refrigerator. And I had to put 2 and 2 together. Like, she only say that when I spray this fragrance. It's got to be the fragrance. And then my nose started, my brain started tricking my nose to believe that. And then I started smelling it. And I'm like, it does smell like sour milk.
Sour or something.
And like, it just was disgusting. So then her family had came down and her godfather came down. I said, do you like this fragrance? She said, yeah, it smells good. I said, it's yours. I cannot get over
that's me. It's like,
milk. Bad smell of it. And so I gave him that. I gave him CKB because I couldn't stand CKB. I gave him Jimmy Choo Man Ice.
Okay.
And I think that's about it. And then I don't care what y'all think about me because I know Jimmy Choo Man Ice smells like Dior cologne, and I know everybody loves Jimmy Choo Man Ice and they love Dior cologne. I just cannot get with the whole lemonade smell where it just smells straight up like lemon. I love a good lemon scent, but it has to have something else in it.
Right. It has to be something else to it.
And
okay. Do you have
Yeah, yeah.
We have a fragrance. Okay, so like on the note that what we talking about is La Pizza Robe Noir, right? Love it.
With the lemon?
No. I'm just saying on fragrances that the 2-year lapse.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Loved it. Bought a backup bottle for it.
Mm-hmm.
I do not wear this. Do not wear it. And don't know why. Like, don't wear it.
I'm like that.
What about Pop? Smelt it in the department store.
That's
Loved it.
interesting.
Had to have it. Oh my God, it was such a caramel popcorn goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh wow.
So
presentation is like
but at the time
it was the
had
greatest
to have it. Had to have it. Yeah.
I'm
so,
like that.
Like I said, these are on the shelf that are on the side of me. So, like, say someone comes to my house, like you were saying about her godfather. Someone comes to my house and they're like, "Oh, you know, I like caramel." I let them smell it. The next person that says, "Oh, I love that," you can have
that's it. Yeah, that's it. You know, because I'm not missing it because I got hundreds of other fragrances, so I'm not missing it. And you know,
it's not gonna hurt me.
I can always get it back. You know, because I was like that. I had bought going back to celebrity fragrances. I had bought Usher Home. Usher Home was my absolute favorite Usher fragrance, and I thought Usher VIP was my favorite, but it's not anymore because it's discontinued and I can't get it again. Because they're like it's like $200+ and I'm not paying for no Usher fragrance, no $200+. But that's what you get when it's discontinued. But Usher Home is like the sexiest vanilla kind of tonka bean-ish male fragrance, and it's so sexy. But I never reach for it anymore. Like you said, I cannot. When I smell it, like if I just see it and I smell it, I'm like, dang, it smells so good. I never find an occasion to wear it. And I think what it is when you acquire more fragrances, you find more uses for the fragrances that you have recently purchased. And then those fragrances that you purchased years ago, even though they smell just as good, you don't find a use for it because you're like, man, I still got to get my nose on this because I got to make a video on this. Or I still got to get my nose on this. You know, I want to make a short on this. And then you never go back to the older fragrances.
And see, now honestly, with that statement you just made, I tried initially when I first started. Look, I need to give it to you, Chad. I have enough. When I first initially started doing videos, I was like that. Like it was like I would hear the note and it would be something I would really like. Oh my God, I really like those notes. I'm gonna go get it. Oh, I hear this one here. Oh, you know, I like it. I'm gonna go get it. Yeah. But now I don't fall for that anymore. What honestly happens is like I said, like you only can really make so many fragrances. You only can make so many to where there's going to be some kind of dupe or similarity, right, in a fragrance. So I would find one brand might make a caramel fragrance, say a caramel chocolatey type fragrance. Then another brand makes a fragrance because really. When like you could think of when cherry was out, everybody was making those cherry fragrances. There was one point of time everybody wanted it. Like I think for a minute there, people was into bananas, so you smelled bananas and everything, right? Then you have I call the trend of candy notes, which to me ain't nothing but pink sugar. And pink sugar reminds me of my daughter. So whenever I smell a fragrance that's real candy based like that, I'm like, that's not me. So really, I would be buying that to give it to her, and I'm like, I'm not about to do that, right? So it'll be Lost Cherry, but then Lost Cherry came out, which I have, but then Wet Cherry Liqueur came out, which is like Lost Cherry. But I like Wet Cherry Liqueur. Then you have hold on, I'm about to just show it to you.
Yeah, I have a Lost Cherry.
Give you the idea. Okay, so Lost Cherry came out. So I got Lost Cherry. Oh my God, this is so good. Just don't last.
Yeah.
Then this came out, which made it lasted longer, but it you know, it pretty much is Lost Cherry, right?
Right.
So I was like, you know, and I still haven't got rid of Lost Cherry because my daughter loves Lost Cherry. So I'm like, okay, this is good. Then Late Harvest. by Fort Manley.
Damn, I love that
It's
presentation.
the best cherry sexiness I've ever smelled. Wow. So I sprayed this more than I spray this, right? Hold on, more than I spray this one.
Yeah.
I still have this, but I really use it because my daughter likes it, and I want to add a cherry note. Yeah, that's my problem. So once my daughter finishes this,
yes, it is.
Then that's it. Like I'm not gonna get it anymore because it's not something, because I feel this is the best. This is the best of the cherry notes.
Yeah,
so that's my problem.
I have a few myself. Like I have one called Red Cherry, which is just a Lost Cherry dupe, and then I have Dark Cherry and Amber by Banana Republic. And Dark Cherry and Amber, I can find out I can wear it in more situations because it's not a strong cherry note, but Red Cherry, whew, I love it, but I gotta find a certain area to wear it because I mean,
you gotta be a time.
It's like I'm a man, and then that strong cherry note, people gonna be like, "Ooh, that's fruity for a man," but but I love it.
See, for me, it will work because it's female, right?
Yeah, but see, it's crazy because I had gave Red Cherry to my wife, and then one day I was trying to figure out what fragrance I want to wear, so I went back to her side of the bedroom and I smelled that Red Cherry again, and I took it back because I'm like, oh hell, this smells too good. I was like, wait a minute, you know. And so I like my gourmands, and especially like sometimes I have fragrances that people can say smells more feminine, but Red Cherries is one of those fragrances where I'm like, okay, if she wants to wear it, she can. I mean,
right. But I'm gonna wear this one.
I really like.
Look, I almost forgot. And then on the same cherry note is Mancera has wild cherry.
Oh yeah.
Right. So it that's what happens. Like you just have, and it's the same scent. It's lost cherry.
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
just lost cherry with some different notes. That's all it
is. Dupe scents, you know. It's along the lines of like, you know, tobacco vanilla. If you want to stay on Tom Ford, like that's just cloned to death. And like, I literally would go to like a Zara, I would go somewhere, and I would smell a bunch of scents. And then soon as I see, oh, Zara's came out with their tobacco collection, I smell it. This smells like tobacco vanilla. Then I smell the next. This smells like tobacco vanilla.
Right.
I'm like, okay, how many times y'all gonna dupe tobacco vanilla? You know,
that's how I feel about Baccarat. That's exactly how I feel about Baccarat. It's so many Baccarat sister versions that are out there.
But good thing though, I did find my favorite tobacco vanilla dupe, and it's oh Lord, I can't even think of the name, but Peter Jacobs, he has one that's tobacco vanilla.
I have tobacco vanilla. So I like, you know, I have the
OG.
Yeah, and I mean I like it. So
I love tobacco vanilla.
And see, that was it. Okay, so are there some fragrances, like I was about to say with mine, there's some fragrances like I like tobacco vanilla. So I don't really want to dupe of it because I really like the original. Do you have one like that?
Yeah, I think with the Dior Homme line, that's why I had to eventually get Dior Homme 2020 because I did not want to dupe of it, you know, because I was like, it just smells so freaking good. That, and then I would say, I'm trying to think what I have that's really good. That's the original. Well, with Versace Dylan Blue, like I had to get the OG because Versace Dylan Blue was just so freaking good that like I had other scents that I was like, that they say, I was like, man, this reminds me of a blue frame. And then they're like, oh yeah, it's a dupe of Versace Dylan Blue. I'm like, not really.
Okay, he said he's not a fan of which one? I'm curious.
What, this one?
Is that the one he's talking about?
Must be. That's the last one I showed. Too sweet. Yeah. Let me see.
Oh, the Tom Ford.
Tom Ford.
Tom Ford. Oh, tobacco. Oh, okay. It was too sweet on you. Okay, that's fair.
I can see that. I can see that because that the note.
But then he probably because it is sweet. That's probably why I love it. But
I love sweet fragrances.
And so he probably was aiming for more tobacco fragrance than Nashani Ani. It's probably gonna be one that you're gonna really like.
Yeah,
if you want more tobacco.
That is a good one.
Yeah, if you want more tobacco. I mean, I can go down a list for tobacco. My best one, and I can't wait to, and I haven't been able to. And this is far too expensive, but I'm gonna get it eventually. And I don't know if y'all can see it because there's a glare, but it's what is this one? This is the straight, but which one is this one? Hold on. I want to say it's Gamanad or Gaman. I can't think of it right now. But like, I don't even know if y'all can see that. It's almost gone. And it was so expensive. That was my next one I was gonna ask you. This was so expensive. I can't even wrap my mind around how I bought it the first time. So
would you say it's the most expensive fragrance?
Yes, like okay. So I got a little bitty in there. It's a little bitty, but I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it again.
That's funny.
So because I can't do it again, this is Latifah's version of it. And again, you talk about how they dupe the whole thing. So this is their version of it, and it smells close.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna wear this, and then on special occasions when I really want to smell like the original scent, then I'll put that on.
So would you say it's your favorite dupe that you have?
Yeah, well, my favorite dupe that I have is my favorite dupe. My favorite dupe that I have currently right now is by Dua, and it's called Magic Hibiscus. And this is a dupe for Mason Carvella's Hibiscus Majava.
Okay.
This is my favorite. This smells. God, this smells so good. This smells so good. And I have a partnership with Scent Split. I get a lot of the, their decants or whatever. And that's how I originally got that original one of this. I was like, oh, this is so good. Then I heard so many people talking about it. And I was like, well, let me just try, like I said earlier, when we talk about dupes. So I bought it from Dua, the dupe version of it. And this is really good. Okay. So this is my favorite of the moment dupe. But am I going to end up buying the full bottle? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, mine as well, since you like it so much. I would say probably my favorite. I have a couple of favorite dupes. Probably number one, because this used to be my favorite scent DNA. I don't even know what my favorite scent DNA is. I didn't hardly name about 3 or 4 fragrances. That's my favorite scent DNA. But Jubilation 25 was my favorite scent DNA. So this right here, this Jubilee 26.
So yeah, because you like the original.
I have the original. I have probably about that much of the original.
Yeah.
And I love the original, but this is a tad bit sweeter.
Yeah.
And shout outs to Trey Scents. I know he doesn't like the super sweet scents, but this is a little bit sweeter, and I like it. I like it a little bit better. I think he might even say he likes the OG better because it's not as sweet. But I love it because this one is a little bit sweeter, and like even with the OG, I only wear it on certain occasions. I think I wore it one time. Me and my wife were taking some professional pictures, and the photographer was like, "What you got on?" I said, "Something for special occasion. This is a special occasion." And so I wore it then, but otherwise, when I want to smell like it, I just get the dupe because I don't want to run out of the OG. So
right.
But Jubilation,
I can see that.
Yeah, Jubilation 25. I remember my friend, he was subscribed to not Scent Split, but the other one of the OGs in the game. Golly, that do decants. I used to be subscribed to him too.
He really?
One of the first ones that used to do decants back in the days. They still do it, but they're not as popular anymore. God, I can't think of the name of them. But anyway, they had Jubilation 25.
Okay.
When he was subscribed to him, when I was subscribed to him, they got rid of a lot of their niche fragrances, so they didn't have it. But he let me smell it. And
Scentbird is good. I don't. Is it Scentbird?
Yep, it was Scentbird.
Yeah, that's a wonderful place. Scentbird, Royal Scents.
Yep.
All of them do
Decant Boutique is a good one. I don't know if you ever heard of Decant
all
Boutique.
Of them split. Scent Split, like I was telling y'all about, that one is a really good one. In those, you with Scent Split, you know that's the actual fragrance.
Yeah,
they're just decanting it into some containers for you.
Yep. Same with the rest of them, but he let me smell that, and I said, "Oh my God, this might be my favorite scent profile." And so I ended up working with Decant Boutique, and they sent me a couple of decants. And that was one of them that I asked for. And then when I saw this clone that was literally like $20, I smelt it, and I smelt it on side of the original, and I was like, "Oh my God, a little bit sweeter version of the original." I said, "Oh, this is amazing." And so I ended up, now I could just wear this one whenever I want to, because I can always buy this one again for $20, So I was excited about that. And then another one too, which we hadn't even talked about this house, but Killian.
I love Killian.
I love Straight to Heaven.
Mine is Back to Black.
Oh, I love Straight
Back to Black and Phantom. Black Phantom.
Phantom is good. Phantom is good.
Those are my, if you talk about Killian, and you would think that I would be more into Love Don't Be Shy, or those Back to Black and Black Phantom.
I love Straight to Heaven, and I have this dupe right here.
Just got Straight to Heaven, and I haven't worn it yet, but I just got Straight to Heaven.
El Dorado Kingdom right here is a really good interpretation of Straight to Heaven.
I just got Straight to Heaven. Now the opening on Straight to Heaven, how do you get past the patchouli note?
I mean,
earthy patchouli note before it becomes the dry fruit, before it gets to the dry down. How do you get past that? Because that's my hardest thing with Straight to Heaven.
Well, that's the thing. I love those. I love like a good earthy patchouli note. I love it. So like it works for me, because I can smell it even in this dupe. I can smell that, and it just works well for me. But to me, the only thing, this one gives me more of kind of like an ombre leather vibe, kind of with that Straight to Heaven. And I just think that's probably why I like this one a lot too, because I like ombre leather, and it kind of gives me that vibe too. But then if you want more of an accurate, I do like Dozier's version, Woody Rum. Shout out to TLTT Reviews. He has sent this over to me. I appreciate it, Ross. But this one here, and this one, I get more compliments with this one than I do the El Dorado Kingdom. And crazy story is I was at the hospital. I went to the little cafeteria at the hospital I was at. And I had just got this in. So I had it with me because I was testing it out and things and seeing the longevity projection and everything. And I had sprayed it on, and I went to go get some food, and the cafeteria was just smelling like all different types of food. You had your different sections where you can get your burgers and your pizza and all kind of stuff. So I went to where they had like your fork and knife type food. And the lady was like, "Oh my God, what do you have on that smells so good?" And I said, "You can smell that on top of all this food?" Yes. And she loved it so much that she grabbed all of the cafeteria workers and said, "Please come smell this dude, because this smells amazing." And I told her it was this right here. And she was just like, "Oh my God, I can't get that smell on my nose. It smells so good." And she kept just doing like this and fanning it over to herself. And it was Dozier's version of Straight to Heaven, Woody Rum. And this smells freaking amazing. So again, Ross, I appreciate you, sending this over. This is just, there's some good stuff. Can't wear it right now because it's hot.
Right.
As soon as it gets cool, because like the weather, I don't know how the weather is in Texas, but the weather here in Louisiana has been cold one day, hot the next.
Yeah, I've heard. That's my family have said that.
Yeah.
They was like, it's very bipolar right now.
And I feel fine one day, and then I have sinus headaches the next because
yes, all the pollen is out. Yes.
Yeah. So but soon as it gets that cool day again, I'm throwing this on. You know, it's a small little bottle, but at the same time, I have other dupes of Straight to Heaven, so I don't have to knock this whole juice out. But and I know Walmart, they sell Doja fragrances.
They selling
Yeah, but the only thing about it is
selling Gautier right now.
Yeah, they sell, but they only sell like the typical ones, like our version of Creative.
I'm about to say that because I haven't seen a lot of them. Like I did do one partnership with Dossier, and I got like 4 of them, but I haven't. And they said it's at Walmart, but I haven't seen them.
Yeah,
we have been here 2 hours. I cannot believe that.
I know, right? Like good conversations. You know, I like it because I'm actually kind of approaching the end of my fragrances now that I bought out.
Hey, I'm coming to the end of mine. I don't even have any more to talk about.
Yeah,
so I have truly enjoyed this.
Me too.
Great. We have to do it again.
Oh, definitely. We gotta get the whole game together.
And if we do it again, then I'm gonna host it so that way we all can add it to our channel.
Yeah, you can get that what that traffic on your page as well. Yeah. You know, and I was just thinking of that too. I was gonna say the exact same thing that you get some traffic, because like I said, I might have one fragrance over here, but
I don't even have. I had a couple of more for like Sarah, because I thought we were doing like maybe the brand that we like or whatever. And there we talking about fragrances. I got some fragrances.
Oh yes, this not even.
I would buy again.
It's not even a fourth.
I have my last one is Rosito Intense Cafe by
Montal. Yeah.
This is I know about that one. Like coffee.
Yep.
This is the scent to get.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Dapper Straight to Heaven is good. So it's a lot of them, and I think, but it's the original one. It's that earthy patchouli. Oh, it wears me out. But it's one of them where I know if I just hang in there,
yep,
that's gonna get good. But that first opening,
yeah, I love it. So you're talking about last fragrance. I do have this one. Never even heard of the house until I saw this dupe, which is, when I say this is super stupid, crazy, scary, accurate, even down to the bottle. Like I was like, good Lord. But this one is Hanin Paris Riviera from the House of Milestone. It's a dupe of Thamine Paris Riviera.
Okay.
And this, when I tell you, probably my favorite out of my collection of oud fragrances. This is probably my favorite oud fragrance. This right here, if you look up the original, you can't even tell the difference with the bottle.
Yeah, you can about to say, look, I thought that's what you about to pull up.
Yeah, this
you can't really tell much from the bottle.
Yeah, but even to the point where the cap is the exact same cap with the little rigid edges, like it's to the point. And this right here, oh my God, this is so sexy. And then this is a fragrance that you can wear all year round. Like, it's not a fragrance where you can wear like, okay, well, it has oud in it, so I can only wear it in the winter. You can wear this all year round. And that's what I like about it. Like, it's not cloying in the heat. And then it's not, like going to die down really quick in the cooler weather. It's just a fragrance you could wear all year round. And this right here, when I tell you, probably my favorite fragrance that has oud in it. It's because it's not strong, it's not strong oud, but it's good enough that you can. It's a well balanced fragrance, and I get speechless just talking about it. Like,
right,
good Lord,
it's just that good.
Like I feel on that Dior on, but then it's like every time I smell a good fragrance, I'm like, should I have thrown this one on? I don't know. I still got to take a shower, so after I take a shower, I might just throw this on just to throw it on.
Right. See, like I said, I did as many times if I can smell good. Like I wear it in the morning. Exactly. If it wear out, I'll find me something else to wear. I sleep in fragrances.
Me too.
Yeah. I do
that for testing purposes too. Sometimes I'll sleep in a fragrance and see if I can smell it when I wake up to say, hey, this lasts throughout the night, you know. So it's just a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff we go through to, you know, do these YouTube routines.
Just to talk about a fragrance. But yeah, I try my best. If I had any recommendation for anybody who wanted to get into talking about fragrance, just stay true to who you are, and you know, the people will come.
Oh yeah.
Like when you look at how I have 10,000, like you had mentioned, I have 10,000, you have 500.
Yeah.
They'll come.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely come.
Do a lot of you know, chatting with people like we doing right now. People who you have like mind fragrances with, and you know, it'll happen.
Yeah, and then my sister.
When people come on and they're doing it for the followers, they can get burned out. You can get burned out because people will come on your page, off your page, on your page, off your page.
Yeah, because like my sister, she's at the University of Pittsburgh, and she's majoring in like the whole like you know, I forget what the major is called, but it deals with like all of this type of stuff, like you know, media and stuff like that. So she's, I don't know if people have noticed, but my thumbnails have gotten a whole lot better.
Right.
And like you seen, she did the thumbnail for this one, and I got people that has a whole business that are like, you did that yourself? I'm like, no, my sister did it because she majored.
I do all of mine on Canva.
Me too. That's what I was using. I was using Canva. I used to edit all my videos with Canva. Now I use a mixture between Canva and iMovie Maker. But she has like the Adobe.
I'm on DaVinci. My editor is DaVinci.
Yeah, she has Adobe Premiere and all that type of stuff. So when she comes down,
she gonna help you out a lot.
Yeah, when she comes down from college, she's gonna stay with me and my wife for a little while, and she's gonna help me. And you're gonna be like, dang, your YouTube is looking a whole lot better because she knows.
Like you come a long way, huh?
Yeah, she knows, and she's she has whatchamacallit, like she just got signed to an acting agency, so she has like her acting team that teaches them like how to have the lighting in the right area and all that. So she's about to do all of that, tell me what to get and things. So in the coming future, my YouTube is gonna look real good, and I know that's going to come with more, you know, subscribers and things like that, because I'm trying to make
people come
more professional.
Like in the statement that's right here, and it's steady increasing, and what's going to end up happening is you're going to come across so to use. Okay, he said he. Yep. Well, I had I initially, because I'm gonna answer that question. I'm on I initially started off iMovie because I have Apple. I have all my stuff is through my Mac and stuff like that. And I was gonna say that, but then I found that just taping videos, my iPad does amazing versus a camera. My iPhone, if I'm out and about, does amazing. But editing, not all paid, because you can get DaVinci right now for free. You might not get all the features that come with DaVinci, but you get enough to be able to get started. You have enough to get started. Final Cut is another one, but I found that everyone is using Final Cut, so their free version of Final Cut is not as good as it used to be. I did try CapCut. I use CapCut for my Instagram. Okay. So there's a lot of them out there. It's a lot of editing systems that you don't have to pay a whole lot, right? I want to say there's another one, Wondershare. I think it's like $25 a month. And it does good. Or like you said, you find someone who they're into doing it, and they can take Canva. And Canva is only $14.99 a month, and Canva will make that video look like a professional did it.
Yeah, because I thought last time they billed me, I thought it was like $12.99. I don't know.
Yeah, but see, I think I have mine as a team, so it's 3 people that work on my Canva account. Myself.
Oh, okay.
So I paid $14.99.
I just paid for it, and I was doing it myself. But if my sister got all the good stuff, I'm gonna probably get rid of Canva and just say, "Look, you just do it with your Adobe."
Right, you do it with the Adobe, right?
Yeah, because that's a whole lot better.
And it's something I got, and we probably need to all get together one day and just talk about how we do our videos. How you do?
Yeah, let's do that. YouTube, Trey,
it's a lot. It's a lot of ways that you could do it. But like I said, I'm gonna go back to the point of do it because you enjoy it. Don't do it because of the hype, right? If everyone say, "Oh, you're gonna make so much money," or "You're gonna get 1,000
because you're not at first.
You know what I mean? Like that's not realistic, and it doesn't happen like that.
Yep. I do it for the love of fragrances.
You love it. Like I can talk about, like we were just saying, like I was gonna say what she had said. I can talk about fragrances. Hell, I just did for almost 215 minutes, 2 hours and 50 minutes, because I love fragrances. So this is what I like, and it just happens to become what I do, right? Like what my, what I do on YouTube or Instagram. But I can talk about some fragrances. Like you can mention a note, and I can be like, oh, well, you can do this one, you can do this, you can do this, because I'm so into.
That's a whole nother video. Just name a note, and we'll do our best fragrances with that note. So I mean, you can really like. I think all of my lives have been about this length of time. Trey knows, like we've gotten together, Scent Talk TV, different people, and we just start talking, and then we don't even realize how long we've been talking.
Yeah, that's why I said I looked up. I was like, wait a minute, that thing say 2 hours. We ain't been on here.
I know, right? Like my goodness. So yeah, I know my wife, and she's like, look, it's dinner time.
I know, and my daughter didn't like. That's why you kept seeing me look down. My daughter's on my phone, like,
Yeah, my wife too. She's like, "Look, it's dinner time." I'm like,
right. So I have. I'll say I've truly enjoyed it. I hope that anyone who on your channel that has never met me before, again, I'm Claudia Nyree. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram. Please,
all of information
follow me.
In the bio.
Yeah, follow me. If I could link it to my page, I would link yours. So the next time we have to make sure. It was late to work. I have to make sure that we could do it where I could do on both channels, and that way I can, But we'll talk afterwards.
Thank
you so much for inviting me to come on with you.
Of course, I wanted to pick a lady as my first, first female guest, and I definitely was like, she's the one, So I appreciate you for joining, and we got many more to come, So, it's the first one, but it's the first of many.
It will be, yes. So thank y'all. I'm gonna say have a good night.
Yep, I always say salute, peace, and God bless.
Thank you.
All right.